Hello world, this is my CS50p final project. It is called Yuheng's Travel Counter. Next slide please. Imagine that you have went on an overseas trip with your friends and you want to enter a restaurant to eat a meal. After the meal, you will eventually have to pay the bill. So, you choose to pay separately, but then you will have to take a lot of time and effort to divide the bill and calculate everything properly on the receipt. And it is very time consuming to pay everything individually as well. So then, you choose the next option of having one person pay for everything, so that it will make everything much easier. However, this comes with the problem of having to account for everything at the end. Me and my friends had a system where we put down who paid for what and for whom in the Google Sheet. However, as you can see, this will become very messy eventually, and having to account for everything at the end of the day can become a nightmare. This is where my program, Yuheng's Travel Counter, comes in. Alright guys, so I'll now explain how my project Yuheng's Travel Counter works. Let's go ahead and run my project here. And shit, something went wrong. Alright guys, sorry about that. I had a few bugs in my code, but I fixed it already. So let's go ahead and run my project again. Let's see, maybe I want to review all the trips I've created, which will not output anything yet because I've not created any trips. But then now I want to have some help, and I got the help that I need. So let's go with creating a trip. I went to Japan with my friends, so let's call the trip Japan with Friends. So now that the trip has been created, let's update a transaction into the trip by pressing U. Name of the trip, Japan with Friends. Date of the trip, you have to input a valid date here, if not the program will reject it. Details, let's put ramen, who paid. Let's have Phineas the third pay for Vietnam, and let's say that he paid 5,000 yen. Alright, so that has been updated. Let me input a few more transactions so that you can see how it works at the end. Again, input the name of the trip, the date of the trip, details, maybe this time they went to Universal Studios, and then who paid. This time Phineas paid for QXXD, and the amount footed 10,000 yen. Alright, one last transaction. Update a transaction, name of the trip, date of the trip, let's put in a random date here, details, maybe ramen again, who paid. This time Phineas, so this time 8num will pay for Phineas, and amount footed, let's put it as 2,300 yen. Alright, so now after I input all the transactions I want to view how much one person owes the other for everyone. So press V to view all transactions in the trip. Again, you will have to put in the name of the trip, and here it shows that 8num owes Phineas 2,700 yen and QXXD owes Phineas 1,000 yen. And it also shows the records of all the past transactions, and there you have it. The last function is to delete a trip. So let's say that I finished going to Japan with my friends and I don't need this trip anymore. Delete it. Alright, and let's try to see if it's still in the database, and no, it'll be clear. Thank you for listening to my CS50 final project. This was CS50p.